what area you live in. You don't have to
Okay.
be specific to your house, but
All right.
and then tell me about the storm a little bit.
We live in the Cove part of Panama City, and what I can remember of the storm, it was horrific. And they say sounds like a freight train, and it actually did. I heard it. It scared me, and I got 20, 25, 30 years in law enforcement. First time I ever been scared. And I watched the trees go and roofs go. Stood in my doorway and watched my trees dance. And your brother's tree across the street was just dancing in the wind, dance back and forth. And I watched them go. It was bad. It was bad. That was a bad storm. Sorry.
That's okay.
And you can talk to her. I felt the house rock. Took our roof. Took our trees. Electric. Well, everything's gone. It's desolate. It's just worse than war zone. Don't say good about it. You can understand a war zone, but this was God's wrath. Bad. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
What was your
Really?
experience, Barbara?
My experience, I think, was when I heard a boom. And I got up and I looked, and the whole ceiling in our dining area was on the floor.
Yeah.
And the rain was coming in. And I had heard, we had 3/4 inch plywood over our 8-foot sliding glass door. And it was rocking back and forth. It was screwed in tight. But it was, you could hear the wind coming through underneath the plywood. And I didn't know if it was going to stay.
Right.
And we just sat. I mean, you know, that's all you can do when something like that is coming through, is just be still.
That's a powerful wind that can
And just
lift the
sit.
house on its foundation.
So the ceiling came down in the dining area and in the kitchen area. All the ceiling, which meant we lost our roof.
That was from the rain.
Well, the roof stayed, but the tile was coming off, flying off everywhere. It's all over the yard. And the mercy of God, and your brother, Lee, had a tarp. And the next morning, he was over here putting tarp on the top of our house. And he was taking care of us because his wife, Barbara, was gone, you know, with the children. Thank God they weren't out here.
It was bad.
So really we're blessed because our bedroom stayed intact. The hallway started leaking around the air conditioning unit because it's in the attic. So it was leaking.
It's hard
really,
to describe.
All of our ceiling needs to be replaced,
it's hard
and the
to
roof.
describe.
We've got to have a new roof. But we still have a home.
Can't imagine it. Ripping the top of the tree off and throwing it over top of the house, from the front yard to the backyard. So that's terrific wind, and the rain was terrible, like a fog.
How long did that last?
About 45 minutes, because I looked out twice and I couldn't see your brother's house. I couldn't see the road. It was just straight line rain. Like it was rain, but it was like a fog. If you ever drove in fog, you know what I meant. It's terrible. It was coming down by the tons. Terrible.
Well, it started out like number 2, and then I thought, well, maybe that won't be so bad, and we'll be ready. We had things, you know, to eat. We had prepared for that, and a little cash, like you normally do. And then it went to a 3.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh my, this is not good. And then it went to a 4, and I thought of New Orleans when they you know, had the 5, and I thought, oh my God, this is the worst we've ever been through. It was the worst we've ever been through.
The reports a 117-mile-an-hour wind come down the street. That's a lot of wind, all at once.
Yeah.
So that's about all I can say about it.
Well, one more thing,
Terrible.
I want to thank our president.
Yeah.
Lynn Haven is about 5 miles from here where we live in Panama City, which is, you know, next to each other. And he came to Lynn Haven the day after the storm.
Right. He viewed the whole area, right?
And I thought, wow. I mean, you know, that's wonderful. I mean, you know, we're really proud of President Trump.
Right.
And we thank him for everything he's doing for our
Everybody,
country.
including you and your brother.
Yeah.
I don't know what we've done without you. 'Cause
Our neighbors.
I can't work anymore. I'm disabled and got heart problems, and she's got survivor of cancer, so we're making it thanks to you and your brother.
And you're waiting on a heart transplant,
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah. Trying to, I don't think I'll make it though.
We're in our 80s. We've made it to 80. He's 85. I'm 81.
Yeah.
So we think we're doing pretty good.
We've done pretty good. This will probably be the last one I have to watch for.
You survived the big one.
Yeah. I'll tell Peter I survived the big one. What do you got for me? That'll be good. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
All right.